And heavily emo goth music or heavily rap and hip hop, which is kind of what I'm at now. I'm a bit different now.
Yeah.
Like I listen to like emo shit again now.
Well,
I'm like
mix,
I'm on a wave of emo shit, bro. Like 50% of my days is like My Chemical Romance, fucking Fall Out Boy,
Yeah.
American Idiot or whatever that shit's called.
Like Billy Talent.
All that shit.
Yeah.
I fuck with it. Like I listen to it more than rap music right now, which is weird. Anyways,
That's crazy.
so my life could have gone two ways. If it wasn't for that one Young Jeezy track, My President is Black or
My
whatever
Lambo's
was
blue. Oh, that was a good song.
If
bro.
it wasn't for that song, bro,
Yeah.
I would have been a different man to this day. Young
Yeah.
Jeezy made me into the man I am right now.
Yeah.
Cause if it wasn't for that track, I would be literally fucking emo as fuck, bro. Ripped jeans, chain on my fucking jeans, like eyeliner.
But that was a good fucking track, bro.
I know.
Like that's something I would probably still bump like till this day. Like sometimes I go down like rabbit holes where I'll listen to like early / like mid 2000s like rap, especially shit from New York, because New York around that time,
Yeah.
anywhere between like 2000 to like 06, like New York rap was like like 50 Cent, Ja Rule, bro, like fucking Fat
Nas.
Joe, Nas, fucking like all like that shit, bro. Like so when Swiss Beats was in his prime, bro.
Yeah.
Like when Timberland was doing a lot of shit, like it was very like East Coast, like
So
rap
good,
was
bro.
so good. Yeah.
So fucking good. Yeah, bro. I'm still emo though.
Yeah. But hey, man, that's the way it goes. Do you have like, because I know like some artists like there's one specific song that made like everyone has it. Like there's that one song that made you a fan of that artist, and then you followed them for like however long, or you still listen to them. Like, is there one song like from an artist that you still randomly listen to till this day that like you'll always like one really really notable song?
I have fucking a lot of that situation.
Cause like who's like an artist that you listen to like a lot still, like from like years ago, and you still keep up with them, and you're just
a lot.
Yeah.
That's a good question, bro. I don't like Lil Wayne isn't really because he's still like kind of out here, but I'll still listen to like those like old school like emo songs. I'll still listen to fucking. I got some Lights on my fucking playlist.
Shit bad stuff.
I got fucking some Danny Fernandez on my playlist.
Oh god.
I got some fucking Akon on my playlist, bro.
Oh my. Yo,
Yeah.
Akon's in the fucking news right now, eh?
What did he fucking do now?
So I don't know what the exact tweet was or whatever, but he was going on saying how like all women need to be submissive to their husbands and stuff, and like that's the African way and all this
bro,
other
don't
shit.
bring your African values to
Bro,
the Western
he was
media,
like
you
going
fucker.
ham apparently. Like I don't know if it was on Twitter or what it was. I didn't look into anything of it, but they were talking about it on the radio.
He's literally Black Panther.
Yeah, he's doing a lot, bro. But he did like being rich, like he did it the right way, you know what I mean? He got really popular, made a lot of money, and then invested it in other stuff, and now he doesn't need to be doing what he does, you know what I mean?
If every rich person did what he did, the world would be a different place, but that's always been known. Bro, I just remembered because you mentioned Africa. Mind blowing. Did you see the new fucking discovery that they discovered in Africa, the new element?
Discovered a new element?
Yeah.
Vibranium? Like, what are we doing over there?
You're gonna freak out.
Isn't it one that like they fucking put like it literally can charge itself?
It's a energy charged rock.
That's fucking interesting. Like,
so this is a little bit of like a left I'm gonna take real quick, but it'll explain what that rock might be. So there's a scientist called Bob Lazar, and he's you know him, you know
Bob
about
Lazar,
his story with
the area, whatever.
the deconstruction. His like.
Yeah.
If you don't know about Bob Lazar, this is gonna go too deep. Like we could have a whole episode about him, but just look into him. Watch the episode. Watch the Netflix special.
He's been on Rogan at least once.
At least once.
Sure.
Once for sure.
I know.
I
saw one.
Those websites make me fucking brick. Or those podcasts make me brick.
Yeah. So like, if anyone's like doesn't know anything about Bob Lazar, I highly recommend you watch that.
It's gonna change everything about what you know.
Yeah.
But in a nutshell, he's a scientist that worked in Area 51. Reversed engineered like spaceships or alien spaceships that they had, and exposed secrets, and a lot of people are saying he was a fraud or like just making up bullshit because obviously
they were trying to like discredit him and say
Exactly.
he didn't have like the university like teachings that he has, or like that he didn't work in this other place. I don't know. But then there's a bunch of shit to prove against it and stuff.
And he knows way too much, bro. Like, he can't
knows
just be
a lot.
making that shit up. You know what I mean? But his whole thing was that he was talking about an element called element 115. And he brought that up back in, like, the 80s or the 70s or the 80s. Like, he made it public. He's like, yeah, that's how they power their spaceships. It's, like, element 115, blah, blah, blah. And everyone discredited him, like, said he was just making shit up, all that shit. In the early 2000s, scientists actually acknowledged that this is a real element now and added it to the periodic table. And now everyone's saying that this element that was found in Africa that's self-charged is element 115. Because, you know, with the periodic table, they have the table laid out, but there was, like, missing spots of elements that they didn't find, but they're, like, exist. Which I don't know how that works, but did you know that?
Yeah, I think I know some. I don't know too much about that shit, but I kind of like.
But that sounds familiar, right? Like, I'm not talking out my ass.
No, it does. Yeah, I agree.
Because I don't know shit about science, but I know little random facts about shit.
No, I agree with you. There's some things where they've been like, oh, like, because they can rule it out based off of like this, and this, make that. But then we don't have this one specific thing, but we have traces of it, but we don't have it just on its own. You know what I mean? All that kind of fucking up, bro. Science shit. Yeah.
So they're saying that thing that they discovered could be element 115, and which is weird, but it is what it is. Did you see about all these spheres that are popping up all over the world?
No.
The mirror, there's like mirror like spheres that are just floating throughout the world, and there's like multiple people posting videos about it.
Maybe I've seen some stuff on it, but honestly, I haven't really like recently ventured into like the just random findings and stuff.
I'm in like a whole thing on my social media about UFO sightings right now.
Yeah, apparently those have spiked a lot too.
A lot.
Yeah.
But then the whole thing with UFOs is like, it doesn't always have to be alien. It could be just technology that they're testing that we're not, that we just haven't seen before. So the whole spheres, there's like a document of like.
Sorry, I just thought of something that I want to tell you about. That's gonna freak you out. So hyped.
So there's just quickly. There's a document of the spheres that were made, and there's a technology from like an FBI or CIA or like a government entity of those spheres and how they work.
Yeah.
So maybe it's just technology that they're testing out now that we don't know about.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, what were you gonna tell me?
Okay, I'm bringing up my my internet here because I want to be able to give you more just like better context of this because I don't want to fuck it up.
I really liked what you did on the last podcast with the commercial break.
Oh,
we should incorporate that when we're searching or talking because it's just like a cool little thing.
Yeah.
This message is brought to you in part by the one and only Fabuloso.
So this guy's name is Andrew Dawson. Okay?
Sounds really familiar.
You're thinking about Shane Dawson.
I definitely was thinking about Shane Dawson.
Okay. So a little context, right? So I saw this on YouTube not too long ago.
Okay.
Sorry, not on YouTube, TikTok. So I didn't look too much into it. I just read some random comments here and there. But so this guy, he was somewhere in. Okay, so it says here, people on TikTok have just discovered a guy called Andrew Dawson whose eerie videos are creeping everyone out. He goes by the name and then at Andy Capped is his thing, I guess, on TikTok. It went viral in April 2022 when he claimed to have spotted something strange in the mountains. So in this video, I mean, this website is fucking dog shit. It's in terms of it, like its layout. So he's somewhere in the States, or wait, no, I lied.
Isn't it Canada?
It was Canada.
Yeah.
So
I think I know who this is now.
Yeah. So in his thing, he saw something in the distance on this mountain, and it looked like it was like a giant.
Yeah.
In terms of like a giant, like a human giant. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's scary.
So he says he's like, well, like what the fuck? So it says in the clip, he's driving along and zooms in on what looks like a bit like a giant person, but really could be anything as he's so far away. And then, quote, "It's a person, dude." You can hear him saying in the background, "No, seriously, pull over. It's a person standing there." Dude. But he's so far away from this thing, and it's so high up and like way in the distance. And then so he started posting videos on it and started getting a fuck ton of views, like millions, right? And he's just like, he like things were just starting to get weird for him. And then, so it says here, things got a little strange as he claimed he was stopped by a CIA agent twice who said he was trespassing and blocked the road when he tried to go up there. In another clip, he spotted a bizarre light in the sky, which he thought was a UFO. Then he claimed they were doing a heli extraction and removing something from the mountain. And then here it says what happened next. On May 7th, Andrew shared an official update after not posting in a while, which he said, "I'm not dead. I have not disappeared. I've just been busy with life." But this seems like a very like fucked up, like being forced video that he made. And then quote, "Sorry to disappoint everyone, but all the videos that I posted were scripted. They were just fake and they were strictly for entertainment." However, he then contradicted himself in the following video and said the videos aren't fake before eerily saying, quote, you might not see me ever again. Now conspiracies are flying TikTok that the guy, they say he died on July 1st, but there's no proof of this at all. His final video was on May 18th, was of a strange wooden building on top of a mountain, which he captioned military, and he hasn't posted since. Like, he hasn't posted anything on TikTok since.
The Matrix is real, bro.
So, like, think about it. Because a lot of people have, like, to take it back to Bob Lazar, right? The reason, because he was working at, because it wasn't Area 51, but it was, like, Area 51's, like, sister site. So I can't remember what the exact name of the place was called. But the reason he got booked was because he knew. So he
would have done what you would have done if I was your boy.
Bob Lazar?
Yeah. That's why he got caught, but sorry, keep going.
Yeah, because he was, like, telling some of his friends, like, yo, like, they are running, like, because they would test aircraft.
Yeah.
Right? And he's like, oh, like, there's a play. This was also before, like, the whole boom of all that shit. So
and, like, technology where you could really, like, snitch on yourself.
Exactly. So I don't know if he had an RV or his boy did, but they're like, yo, he's like, they fly over this area all the time. Like, and at these times and shit. So he's like, yo, like, let's go there and we'll see it. I'll show you. Like, we'll see it together. And they would go, and they went a couple times, and then he would record. And I guess one time, maybe a pilot or someone noticed, like, yo, there's people down here watching us.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is that? You know what I mean? Because if you're testing something high secret or top secret, you don't want random seeing. You know what I mean? Especially back in that time, because it's like, what if it's the fucking Russians or the Chinese spying on us, all that shit, right? Even nowadays, it's very like that, but now more so because
it's too hard now, bro.
Fucking like this right here, bro, can fucking destabilize a whole country.
It's too difficult.
You know what I mean? So they were going out there a lot, and then and then when they sent police there or like the military or whatever to be like to like figure out who those people are, and he's like, oh, my name's Bob Lazar, I work for Thing, and then like they canned him. And then they instantly start trying to discredit him for everything, right? And that's how that's what started his downfall. And then he became fearful for his life because it was actually fucked because they brought him into work or whatever, and then they were trying to make him seem like crazy and trying to like throw off, like they started to build stuff to be like, okay, let's make this guy fucking seem crazy.
Yeah.
And so then that way, if he tries to come out or whatever, so then that's also how he found out his wife was cheating on him because they bugged his fucking house.
Yeah.
They bugged his phones, and they're like, yo, you know your wife's been talking to like so and so when you're gone, and like these are the conversations, like, and then they just started fucking his whole life up, bro.
His story's fucked, bro.
Yeah, man.
It's like it's crazy, and he should have more like attention than he does.
But he also doesn't want it. He doesn't want the attention, but he wants people to know. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If you okay, true.
Like, a lot of people are like that. Like, a lot of people want to be able to get that information out, but they don't want all the negative attention that'll come from it.
There's going to be a lot.
Yeah.
It's like that. Those stories kind of remind me of like all those crypto millionaires that just show up dead recently. Have you seen that? There's been a string of like six of them in the past 2 months that just show up like that mysteriously. Not show up dead, but like, oh, they got into a jet ski crash.
But a lot of, I don't know if you noticed, but like a lot of like high, like top tier like Russian officials have been having mysterious deaths. And
it's not mysterious, bro. They're getting off.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't believe they're mysterious, but they make it seem like
that's the only way they can show it to the media is bro, there's a huge conspiracy going on right now that Putin's actually dead or he's about to die because he has like
bad cancer.
He has like a colon cancer or something. and that he's actually fighting for his life.
Yeah, and he's just acting like irrational and shit.
Yeah.
I've been seeing.
So
that
let's
too.
hope that's the case.
But even then, bro, like.
But if he dies, do you like? Is it over? Maybe.
I know there's a lot of people that have tried multiple times to be able to like get him out of power, but like the thing is that you just can't. He runs like he essentially reelects himself. Like there's no.
That's why we need to hope for that thing to be true.
Yeah.
Because it's like a crazy person and everyone around him is probably just scared to like
to say
go
something.
against him, right?
But the thing is, like, what if whoever succeeds him is worse than him?
That's what I was thinking.
A lot of people have that fear with North Korea, because if Kim Jong-un, I think, whoever's currently, I don't know if it's on or ill, but like if he dies, it's all like, it's most likely gonna be his sister that takes over.
And she looks like a bitch.
She's apparently worse than him, bro. Like she's fucked. Like apparently, like she is, like worse than him. Like if she was in charge, apparently things would have been way worse.
We'll see.
But,
it's all speculation too,
yeah.
but this world freaks me out, man.
It's interesting though how like in this day and age, one family can still be in charge of a whole country.
Yeah, it's freaking me out, bro. I don't know what's going on with this world, man.
It's fucked up, bro. Like this world is wild, bro. Do you think that like if shit goes like really really south, like if there would be like a greater being enter, like that's the thing I want to know, bro. Like imagine aliens just randomly show up and they're like,
there's no point. Listen. What's the point?
But did you hear about when
it's like an ant colony or like in the jungle, right? If there's like apes fighting, we're not gonna stop them.
Fair enough. But apes fighting in a jungle isn't people nuking and ending a whole
maybe that's how they see us though, right?
Yeah, I guess
we're just animals that we're able to make these cute little tools to kill each other.
Have you seen or heard of like it was I think it was like NORAD or like somewhere in America, like so they're like it's like this military base and there's like a bunch of like nukes there and shit, right? And there's like a whole control center where they can control like all the nukes on like the fucking Western Hemisphere or some shit like that, right? And one day, I don't know if this was like in the 80s or 90s, but they're there, and then all of their shit just starts lighting up, like all of like their whole like command center or whatever, where they could press the buttons, everything just starts turning on.
Damn.
Like everything just goes activated as if like shit's about to fucking launch, right?
That's
like,
scary as fuck.
And they got really close to things being launched, but then it just shut off. But they don't know who did it. They don't know how it happened.
It's like a fucking mouse just chewing on a cable.
Bro, but like imagine like if that's like nowadays you could kind of not rule it or you could kind of be like, oh, well, maybe they got hacked. Their systems were hacked. But back then they didn't really have that. So like they thought like it was like some fucking alien presence or something just letting them know like you have control but you don't have control.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's so scary, bro.
Like that's just fucking crazy.
There's this clock called the Doomsday Clock.
Yeah, I heard of that.
And based off like the state of the Earth or like things happening in the Earth, the clock either moves a certain way, further from midnight, closer to midnight, and we're the
midnight being
midnight. It's over.
Yeah.
We're the closest we've ever been to midnight in the humanity of like in the history of humanity, and we're 90 seconds to midnight.
Yeah.
Or 90 minutes to midnight, something like that, which is pretty freaky. And then the World Economic Forum came out with like a speech, like big guys in the world. Mm-hmm. Not a lot of people pay attention to it, but they're like, in the next 2 years, we will see a cyber security attack. Like it's like saying shit's gonna happen in 2 years that we've never experienced before.
Which I'm not surprised, right? It's like,
which is. So we got to get our gun licenses. I got to get my gun license soon. You got to buy a gun.
You know what's fucked
up? Got
to
buy a gun.
The thing that pisses me off is now like you can't buy handguns anymore. We're
gonna take whatever we can get, bro.
They put like a temporary ban on it or whatever. But it's stupid because they put bans on specific styles of guns, bro. But it's like, I mean, I could talk about this shit all fucking day because it cheeses me. But it's like, the people that are buying guns and committing gun violence, like especially here in Canada, they're not buying it legally and then going ham. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we already talked about this, bro. We had a whole debate about this.
It's just fucking. It's dumb that they didn't ban that stuff, bro. Like,
all right, enough about fucking nukes and fucking guns and shit, bro. I'm sick of talking about this.
I like fucking always taking it down that road because you always gotta expect the worst, bro.
Yeah, but I don't want to anymore.
Gotta prepare for it, bro.
I want to fucking talk about the scary things, man.
What do you want to talk about then?
You're a single woman sitting at the bar, right?
Okay. Oh God.
Got a martini glass in your hand.
I do or she does?
You do.
Okay.
You're the woman.
Oh. Okay.
You got a week to get rich or secure the bag. What's your next step?
I'm gonna find a rich guy, bro.
What are you looking for?
Someone that looks like he has money, but he dresses very minimalistic. Because he knows he has money, but he doesn't really know he has money.
Older man then, right?
Yeah.
If you're a senior or like over 50 as a man at the bar by yourself, you probably got a bag. Or you're divorced and you don't got a bag and you're just drinking your life away.
You convince him to put a bunch of his money into crypto, right? And then once he has it, then you set it and he has it all set up. And then you just fucking wire that crypto to another crypto account that then becomes essentially untraceable. And then you put it to another one. And then have you heard about like there's like 2 dudes that did that, bro? They stole over like $180 million worth of like Bitcoin or some shit like that.
Bro.
And they've disappeared and no one can find them.
There's the crypto scam queen that stole fucking like a couple billion and she disappeared. She just left.
You'll never find them.
How do you use that money, man?
Bro, you can fucking take it out as like, okay, let's say you put in one account and then it's not that hard to transfer crypto back into whatever currency you want. Once crypto leaves one account, bro, you can't get it back. It's not like an e-transfer.
No, I know, bro. I have crypto.
So it's like
I know how it works, but I'm just saying.
You, I'm not. No, not for you, bro. I'm saying for the people listening.
No, but I'm just saying though, like, you're a criminal known worldwide.
Mm-hmm.
How are you gonna use it?
You could go anywhere. Anywhere.
You could, right? Yeah,
you could hide anywhere that you look like you belong, bro.
But my point is like, you're gonna need a bank account to use it as fiat. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
How are you gonna do that?
Go to a bank or in a country, set up a bank account in a country that has no extradition laws, and you just go there.
But you're a wanted fugitive. Fake ID?
Yeah.
Do you want to start a fake ID business?
Bro, there's a lot of money in that shit, man. Like if you do it right, bro, like there's people that have fake IDs
and passports,
fake birth certificates, all this shit. Like I said, as long as you do it, we're a country where it looks like you belong, or you look like you could be a native of that country, bro. Like
don't
you'll be
go to
fine,
Japan
bro.
And be a European girl, right?
Bro, like exactly. Like you just gotta know where to go and do it.
This is a good venture we should go off on.
But now, the problem now is like I think everything's gonna start going digital.
Oh, I will for sure.
You know what I mean? Like right now.
Which I don't care, bro. I don't fucking care. Do it.
Right now, right? But here, okay. So look at it like this. So right now you have Apple Pay on your phone, right? Let's say we get to a point where you could put your ID.
It's gonna happen, bro.
On your phone, right?
Premier Doug already said it's gonna happen.
So you put it like that. Okay, now the government gives them another easy way to track you, to know exactly where you are, what you're doing. All that. That's the thing that made people hate the whole ArriveCan app during COVID, because it's like, well, now you know everything about me. You know, like now you're being able to like keep an eye on me even more.
My argument towards that is though, and then what? Right? Like, okay, they know exactly where I am. They have control over everything as if they already don't. Mm-hmm. Now what? Like, why do you care so much?
I don't know. Because
like, do you care?
I just find it weird that like the government needs to fucking know all these little individual things. Because it's like, why do you need to know? That's my question. It's like, why do you need all this little information? You know what I mean? And it's like we said, everything is like a collection, like info collection, like business. You know what I mean? Like when we were talking about a couple weeks back, how it's like if you know, when we're talking about with the Ring camera that can fly through your house, right? Now you know all this stuff of what's inside this person's house, and then now you can sell that information to a company to make like kind of help persuade, build a product that someone's gonna spend money on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Things like that.
It's probably already happening with our phones. Our camera's probably already rolling, and we don't even know.
Exactly. We can't like you press all these except for terms and agreements. You don't read it. You don't know what's.
Do you wear your Apple Watch inside your home?
Yeah. Well, obviously, I'm not.
So they're probably already got a map of everyone's house too.
Exactly, bro. But also, house blueprints are like public knowledge, right? From when they were built.
Exactly. So then that kind of goes towards the argument of the floating camera inside your home. Because if it's the point of it is to create a map, you already have it. I don't know, man. I'm over it.
It's just
I'm fucking over all of this, bro.
Yeah.
I hate it here on planet Earth. Oh, okay, no.
Well,
that sounds like I'm really emo. I'm not.
like, at what point, like, I just want to know when, like, our next, like, big evolutionary step is going to be.
I hope it's not soon, bro. I hope we don't all die together, bro. That's so fucking scary, man.
I just want to go to another planet. That's just me, bro. I don't know. I don't, like...
You want to go to another planet? I want to get the chip in my head and be digitally uploaded forever. They actually successfully reversed aging on a mice recently.
Oh, yeah?
Like actually. So it's they might have found like the way to start reversing aging in humans too.
I don't think that should, like... I don't think that's something we should toy with.
Well, it's gonna happen, and I feel like it's only the elites that will have access to it.
Because look at it. I mean, oh no, I can't tell you this because then it spoils it. And it's a thing to do with like Cyberpunk, like the game.
Yeah.
But I don't want to spoil it for you because it's so fucking like it's like pretty much like the whole basis of like the game at the very end.
No.
And like the information you get, which is fucking insane. But think about it like this, right? If everyone or a majority of people had access to that, like, to that power to reverse age or you just never age right now, okay? Like, what do we gain? People aren't dying. More people are coming onto this earth. We're depleting the resources even faster now, and we're still stuck on it. We can hardly even go to fucking Mars.
Maybe it would be tied to like exploration. Like
that's the only way it would make sense, bro.
That would be the priority. Is maybe that like
Yeah.
people that are going far to now work on different planets, maybe they can have that but I feel like a law that could be implemented if you do want to use that is like you can't reproduce. Like that should be the balance, right? If you want to stay longer, you can't create another life.
So by doing that, then they fucking make it so like they just like fucking snip your sack.
Yeah, it could actually lower population if you think about it, because humans are greedy, right? And let's say, wow, my nips are getting mad hard for no reason right now.
You're getting excited, bro.
No, I think I'm just a little chilled. Fucking.
That's so good.
Because if you think about it, let's say we already have 2 kids, 3 kids down the road, or 1 kid, and then this technology comes in. We're like, okay, you can do it, but you can't reproduce. Fair. Our kids grow up. They're like, they're 25. They don't have kids yet, but they want to be part of this. They don't reproduce, and now that whole like family line is done.
Yeah.
And it just stays at 1 as of it, instead of it multiplying like tenfold because of just, you know what I mean?
Okay, but let's say you can stop aging, right?
Or reverse it.
That doesn't mean necessarily that you're gonna stop diseases. Like you can imagine you stop aging, right? Or you reverse aging, but then you get like stage 4 cancer. At the end of the day, you're still fucked. You're going to die.
Yeah,
right?
It doesn't eliminate death completely.
Exactly.
Unless that technology also helps with, like, reversing, like, ill cells and shit. Which then because then eventually you're immortal at that point.
Exactly. And is that something that we need as a human race? Because if you're going to be immortal, then what's the difference between... I mean, I guess if I'm immortal because I'm not aging compared to I'm immortal because there's a chip in my brain or I'm uploaded to somewhere. The only difference is reverse aging, I still have like self-control, essentially. I would hope so. But if I'm in a chip in a robot, like some guy just presses reboot on a computer and I'm toast. That's the thing that I don't like. If you fully go like digital like that, someone else still has control. You lose control because you have no physical like ability. Like there's gonna be a fucking self-destruct. You know what I mean? Just like something like your PS5. If it overheats, it automatically shuts off to cool down, right?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
You input a virus in someone to make their fucking brain overheat, and then when it overheats, it just resets, and then everything you knew is gone. I don't know.
Well, you know, like your PlayStation has a motherboard, right? Everything else can break, and if the motherboard is fine, you can put the motherboard in a new console, and it'll start running with all the information in it.
Yeah, but who is putting that motherboard in a new console? You are, because you have control of it. That motherboard isn't putting itself in a new console. It would be the company,
I guess, you're under Cyberpunk.
Exactly. Now let's say you just ran out of your benefits. just don't work anymore. And now you ran out of that. Have you ever seen the show Altered Carbon?
No, I've only watched 3 shows in my life.
Altered Carbon had 2 seasons and then it got canceled. But the interesting about it is that if you died, you could put your consciousness in another body, like in another sleeve. That's how it would.
Sounds like my type of show, bro.
You should check it out. Like, it's very like cyberpunk, like futuristic shit. And like that's essentially what the main character is. He's like some sort of like detective or whatever, and he can just put like when you die, you go into another body.
Damn, bro.
And then like the premise of like the first season is that this like billionaire, he needs to upload his consciousness into like the cloud to then put it himself into a new body, but that system got hacked, and now he needs to figure out who hacked it, and so he can pretty much like reverse it or whatever and then go into it. I think that's how it was. I don't know, bro. I watched that shit like years ago, but
I've only watched like 3 shows in my life. It's Tiger King,
that one's good.
Latin Lovers,
Even better.
and Hell's Kitchen.
You know, apparently they found Carol Baskin's husband in like Costa Rica. He's alive and well and just vibing.
But now there's contradictory things that apparently that's fraud and he actually is still dead. So I've read both things now.
Oh, I haven't looked into it. I just looked at a headline.
I don't like that lady.
She's suspect, bro.
She's suspect.
Yeah.
She's a little too nice, too spiritual.
She's like,
she looks like the type of woman that would kill her husband and feed it to lions, tigers.
you have the resources to kill someone and just get away with it.
Free Tiger King. What's his name again? He's a freak. That's all I know.
Joe Exotic.
Freak.
Joe Exotic.
Joe Exotic hired a meth addict, fed him meth, did meth with him,
Turned him gay.
turned him fucking gay because meth is so good that you're just down to do anything.
Yeah.
Had gay stuff with him.
Yo.
He gets arrested. He comes out. He's like, yo, I was actually never gay, but the meth hit different. Yo.
I think one of the funniest things is
Damn.
in it, like Joe Exotic, like in the show, he's like talking to the guy, and he's like, "Are you straight?" And he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Do you watch porn?" "Yeah." "Do you look at the dick?" He's like, "Yeah." And then he's like, "Well, you can't be that straight." That was literally his logic, and then the guy's like, "Shit, I guess." And then you just start
What a
doing that.
power move.
Yeah, like, how fucked is that? And
That's-
just like that.
A drug can turn you gay, bro.
That and money can make you do things that you think you would never do.
No, nothing wrong with being gay.
Nothing wrong with
Be
being
gay, please. Please be gay
Yeah.
if you want to be gay.
But he knew that
Please dock
if
you want to dock.
if he did things with him, then because Joe Exotic had the money that he
And the
would then,
drugs. No, it's all for the drugs, bro.
Yeah, but he had the money to get the drugs.
Yeah.
Whereas this guy didn't have the money to get
No.
the drugs. So he's like, well, if I just fuck this guy and be his husband, he's gonna pay for my meth, and I'm gonna be able to get fucked up. So fuck it, you know what I mean? And that was his ideology, and he just went with it.
And you know,
bro.
at the end of the day, he's also busting a nut too. So it's like, I guess
Yeah.
it's not the one I want to, but it's happening.
He's
I
probably
guess
so strung out he didn't even realize half of the shit he was doing. You know what I mean? Like I'm having sex, but he doesn't really realize, he doesn't take everything in because he's so fucked up off of like meth and all that other shit.
I know we see it as a negative light, but like, what if this was like a legit campaign of how good it is, right? Like, are you? the commercial's like, are you a straight man in your 50s? Your life is just going very mediocre, and you want to make things a little exciting? Try this: a hit of meth.
Yeah.
Not only will it make you not tired, it'll make you the happiest you ever will, but it'll also expand your sexuality.
And then now he's
Try meth for 3 easy payments of $10.99.
And now here he is, bro. Just
Missing a tooth.
no. Apparently he fixed all his teeth now. Yeah.
Good for him.
They did like a follow-up, like a season 2 to it. I never finished it.
I didn't watch the season 2
Yeah.
because Joe isn't in it.
Yeah, and then they also did like a spin-off for the other guy, the guy that had like 10 fucking wives, Doc Antle or whatever.
Yeah.
Like
That's fucked. Those are just real people. Remember that little Filipino woman that got her fucking armpit off during the show?
Yeah. That was fucked, bro.
That's perfect timing. It's almost fake how good the timing was.
Yeah, it was almost like it was staged because it was just too perfect. You know what I mean?
That's
Like,
the
for that
thing
to
with
happen.
reality TV shows, bro, is like some things that happen are so perfect
Yeah.
that it's like not staged. And it's not staged,
No.
but it's just so good. Like TLC, bro, has the most fucked up
Timings.
timings and the most fucked up reality TV shows possible, bro. Like They have Housewives. They have fucking My 90-Day Fiance. They
I
have
love that, bro.
It's so
90 Day Fiancé
fucking
is
good.
so good.
They have this new one where it's this chick who's like 24 but looks like a kid, and they follow her.
Can we talk about that?
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god. Okay, bro. So I think she's 28, or is she 24?
She's in the mid 20s.
Okay, but sorry, the 8 I'm getting from is because she's in, like, her body stopped aging when she was 8.
And she looks like an 8-year-old.
An 8-year-old.
She kind of looks like a smoker, like with her
Yeah.
face. But
Yeah.
yeah, she looks young as fuck, bro. Which is weird.
So she's dating a guy that is like 20, or he's like 30
no,
something.
he's under 30.
He's
100%.
under 30. Okay, so he's
like
un-
25 or
so
something.
he's under 30, right? And she's dating this guy, and a lot of people have like been, and even I'm kind of like, that's fucking very like sketchy, because like he's okay, I get it. Mentally, she is like not 8 years old, right?
And
like
statistically too.
yeah, she's not 8, but her body is stuck in an 8-year-old's body, which is very
Weird.
And they obviously sleep together.
Yeah.
And so that's very fucking, because even like if that was my parent, or sorry, not my parent, what am I saying? If that was my child, right? And I'm like, okay, I understand mentally, everything else is not 8 years old anymore, but your body still is. But this guy is into you. It's like they're like, what's up with this guy that he's like comfortable with? You know what I mean? Like, and like I get it. Like, you want your kid to find happiness and live a normal life as best as possible. But it's like, you're not gonna think of like about that guy. It's like, you're kind of like,
It's tough.
You know what do you see
Because you'll always think that.
yeah,
But that's not fair to the woman who's
No, it's
trying to be a
definitely
normal
not.
woman.
It's
But then
not.
it's not wrong.
it's not wrong
Because she's legal. So you can be attracted to a smaller woman that has smaller features and is a complete grown woman.
But there's differences between a girl that's like has like, there's like differences about that small features, you know what I mean? Like, there's girls that we know now where they're fairly, that she might be like fucking like 4'11" or whatever, right? She's small, whatever, but then, and like, bro, she's like fucking this tall, bro. Like, it's just
but then
weird.
it's dwarfism too. She doesn't have dwarfism. She has something else, because she looks like a person that doesn't have dwarfism, because people with dwarfism have like specific features. They have the shorter limbs and shit, but she's like proportionate, but she just stopped growing. So you could argue the same with people with dwarfism. They can't, it's the same thing. You're a small body,
but they're not a body.
they're actually smaller than that.
Yeah, but they're not like the feature of like, yeah, that's the thing, is the development, right?
It is
Which
what it is.
little, and apparently on that show, like Victor was telling me, there was a guy that had the same, or has the same like condition as she does, and he was like trying to like, I guess, get at her or whatever, and she just dissed him, being like, oh, he's too short, he's small, blah blah blah.
Bitch, that's you.
But that's also you, and it's also like, but apparently the guy was like a super nice guy. He was like a volunteer firefighter. Like, he was a good like guy. You know what I mean?
I guess.
And then, but it, I don't know. It's just
I guess she has her preferences, right? Just how that guy has a preference of wanting to date a girl that looks like a child. She also wants a man.
Yeah, I guess, I don't know.
It's not wrong, bro.
It's a slippery slope. Okay.
No, it's not.
I think it's kind of a slippery slope.
It's not at all.
You don't think
she's
so?
a legal ass woman, and she's in her
guess.
mid-20s. There's nothing wrong with it.
I guess.
It just doesn't look right, but that's it. And that guy's probably with her more for clout than anything, because I watched a couple clips of the show, and he's like an actor, and he's from Sweden, of course. And he was going to like the States for like auditions and shit. So imagine he finds this girl who's on TLC
that makes him even worse, bro.
It does, but he might not be with her because of what we're thinking, which is like predatory stuff. He's with her more for the gain of popularity.
Regardless, he would still be a scumbag then.
Yeah.
So
anyone that dates her is gonna be a scumbag, pretty much.
Unless they're like actually, but that's the thing, you can't tell for sure. Like it's 100% genuine, I guess. You know what? I don't know.
Ever.
It's
it would have been different if she wasn't on a TV show.
Yeah.
Because then she's just a normal person, but she's not.
Yeah.
But hey, to each Shimon.
But then it kind of makes me think of like way earlier when we were talking in terms of like people, like with the whole money puts you in the same room as people, money and like popularity. Because it's like, let's say like you get really caked and then you start dating like someone like a Kylie Jenner or whatever, you know what I mean? It's like, well, we would have never fucking been together or like even talked to
100%.
if I didn't have money.
She's not gonna date a poor guy.
Exactly.
Or a regular average Joe.
So then it also makes you think like how much of all that stuff is like money motivated or popularity motivated. You know what I mean? It's crazy because it's like, how do you truly find like, you know, like a genuine natural like connection like that? I don't know.
You can't.
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
That's crazy.
Before we let her go, be good to animals, because you never know who's listening. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, that's good.
How does their outro music go? Because I've been doing it incorrectly. I
can't even remember. Yeah. Is that how you want to close it out?
Hey, you like the way I fucking talk to you in that mic?
Okay. Well, thank you guys so much for listening. We're going to get the fuck out of here and enjoy the rest of our Sunday. Hope you guys have a good remainder of your day.
You little freak. Keep talking.
And,
I like the way you freaking put those headphones on, you little freak.
Feelings don't change things, actions do. So, food for thought. Have fun with that, and we'll see you guys next week.